You girls should come to Enugu one day. I used to eat fried rice and chicken every morning, she boasted. Even the governor's wife is my good friend. Title: The Return of the Pretender. The drums were low that night, not in celebration, but in curiosity. The red dust of Umwaka rose lazily, stirred by footsteps and whispers. They said she went to Enugu and became a big woman, Mama Uju muttered, her broom tucked under one arm. Now she has come back with a handbag that can swallow a child. Amara Nwosu had returned. She stepped down from the old bus like a queen returning from exile. Her dress shimmered under the dying sun, her shoes clicked against the earth, and her lips curled into a knowing smile. The villagers stared, some with awe, others with envy. Once, Amara had been one of them, fetching water from the stream, laughing barefoot with the other girls. But now, she walked like one who had forgotten the feel of dust. Mama, please, give me water to wash my hands, she said, tossing her handbag onto a stool. Mama Nwosu, her mother, paused midway through pounding fufu. Amara, you can take the water yourself, my daughter. You know where the pot is, Amara frowned. Mommy, I told you, my nails are not for fetching water. You want me to spoil them. Her mother looked at her, the same child she had carried on her back through hunger and harmattan, and sighed. City life has changed you, Amara. Of course, Mama, Amara said, flipping her braids. Everything in the city is different. The people, the food, even the air. You won't understand. And so she spoke all evening of rich friends, of offices filled with glass and perfume, of men who drove cars that could sing. The village girls sat around, listening like children at a moonlight tale. But even the moon knew not all tales are true. The next morning, the laughter of girls echoed near the stream. Water pots glistened under the sun, and chatter filled the air. Amara stood among them, her shiny sandals sinking into the wet clay. You girls should come to Enugu one day. I used to eat fried rice and chicken every morning, she boasted. Even the governor's wife greeted me once. The other girls gasped. Ain, Amara, you met the governor's wife? Amara smiled proudly. Of course. I was working in her office. She trusted me so much. Only Chick, who had come to fix a broken bucket handle, watched silently. Amara, he said softly, truth doesn't need perfume to smell sweet. She turned sharply. Carpenter boy, you know nothing about city life. Go and fix your wood. Laughter rippled through the stream. But Chick didn't laugh. He only looked at her with eyes that saw beyond her words. A few weeks later, the village square filled with noise. Drums beat. Women gathered. A stranger had arrived, Auntie Ifeoma, Amara's mother's younger sister. She had come from the city, her girl high, her walk steady. The people rushed to greet her, praising her beauty and city grace. Mama Uju, of course, was first to speak. Auntie, your niece Amara has made us proud. Oh. She told us everything, the big office, the parties, the governor's wife. Auntie Ifeoma stopped walking. Her face darkened. Governor's wife? She repeated slowly. Which governor's wife? The crowd fell silent. People of Umwaka, she said, her voice rising. This girl did not work in any office. She was a maid, a house girl. She stole her madam's gold bangles and ran away. We searched for her everywhere until I heard she came back here. The murmurs began, small at first, then swelling like thunder. Amara, is it true? Mama Nwosu's voice trembled, her pestle dropping to the ground. Mama? Amara whispered, tears filling her eyes. I only wanted them to respect me. I didn't want to look poor anymore. But respect built on lies collapses faster than a hot in the rain. The girls she had mocked now turned away. The young men who had admired her looked down in pity. Even the evening wind seemed to carry her shame from one corner of the square to another. And there, under the wide eyes of her village, Amara's borrowed pride melted into dust. The sun rose softly over Umuwaka. The village had moved on, but something had changed. On the red path to the farm, Amara walked beside her mother, carrying a bundle of firewood on her head. Her once polished nails were gone, her city shoes replaced with bare feet, yet there was peace in her face, a kind she never found in Enugu. Amara, Mama Nwosu said gently, how does the ground feel now? Amara smiled faintly. It feels real, Mama. It feels like home. From behind a mango tree, Mama Uju whispered to a friend, they say the pretender has returned, but maybe she has returned to herself, and so it was. The drums of Umuaka beat again that evening, not for gossip, not for shame, but for a lesson learned. Because in every village there comes a day when pride returns home and truth waits by the gate.